It's that time, finally, the unofficial start to the postseason. One final series of the regular season for Oklahoma. The number 2 ranked Sooners take on the number 4 ranked Oklahoma State Cowgirls. Bedlam, Loves Field, senior weekend, 3 nationally televised games. We'll break it all down right here on the OU Softball Show. Welcome in, everybody. Ryan Chapman here for your latest edition of the OU Softball Show, the last regular season edition of the OU Softball Show, as the Sooners take on the Cowgirls with everything to play for. Oklahoma, number 2 in the country, a 1-game lead over number 1 Texas, a 2-game lead over number 4 Oklahoma State, as it will be a massive weekend. All eyes on what's happening in Oklahoma, in Norman, obviously. FS1 on Friday, ESPN on Saturday, ESPN2 on Sunday, as the regular season title will be decided. Can Oklahoma notch their 12th straight, yes, 12th straight Big 12 regular season title, carry that over into the SEC? It'll have a ton to do with seeding for the Big 12 tournament, as whoever finishes second and third will have to play each other in all likelihood in the semifinal, whereas the first place team have a little bit different path to the Big 12 tournament championship. And all 3 of these teams probably going to be super regional hosts. It would be shocking if anyone falls outside the top 8. So it'll be Austin, Oklahoma City, Norman, Oklahoma City, Stillwater, Oklahoma City, probably for all 3 of these teams as they head into the NCAA tournament. So a ton to dive into. One thing we won't have to worry about this weekend, though, is this the last Bedlam? Well, it's the last Bedlam softball contest with both Oklahoma and Oklahoma State in the Big 12. The Sooners headed to the SEC, but Patty Gasso did confirm on Tuesday there are plans to play a 2025 Bedlam softball contest at Hall of Fame Stadium in Oklahoma City. So don't have to worry about that storyline, but Kelly Maxwell will play a huge role in this series. She will take center stage. The former Oklahoma State Cowgirl turned Oklahoma Sooner. In all likelihood, she'll get the Friday start, but Patty Gasso isn't worried one bit about how her ace is going to handle the emotions this weekend.
She has really grown so much since she's been here, and I think she has not looked in the rearview mirror. I mean, she's looking out the front window at what's in front of her. And she's the most professional style pitcher. She's very solid, young lady, very mature, very professional, very intelligent. There's a lot of wonderful things about her, and that will be celebrated this weekend. We haven't talked about it. I mean, it's like I said, it's in the rearview mirror. She's just looking forward.
It won't just be Kelly Maxwell in the circle either, making huge or pitching huge innings, decisive innings for the Sooners. Sophomore left-hander Kirsten Deal is coming in off another phenomenal outing this weekend. She went toe-to-toe with the UCF ace on Saturday, a pair of 2-hit performances by both pitchers, holding down Oklahoma to 2 hits and UCF to 2 hits. It was 2 RBI hits for Oklahoma, though, on Saturday that got the job done in that 2-1 victory. Kirsten Deal circled back, had an inning of relief, recorded the final 2 outs on Sunday as well for Oklahoma to stave off what was a very, very different softball game, a high-scoring back-and-forth game. But Kirsten Deal, your reigning Big 12 Pitcher of the Week for the 2nd straight week. And that's really important for the Sooners, as Oklahoma State full staff as well. Lexi Kilfoyle has been excellent at the top. Ivy Rosenberry has really come on and been a great, great arm for Oklahoma State, as well as Kyra Aycock, who almost had Oklahoma down in Stillwater a year ago until Kenny Gasky withdrew her for Kelly Maxwell. Be interesting to see what that pitching matchup is on both sides all the way through. But Patty Gasso talked about that UCF weekend being huge. She loved the energy that the team brought to come in and fight, because they needed 2 very different kinds of games. Saturday, the low-scoring pitchers duel. Sunday, it was off the rails. Oklahoma was down 4-0 in the blink of an eye, comes all the way back, runs aplenty all over the place. And that energy was the first piece that Patty Gasso said last week. Going into a spot like this, how does she know a team is playing well ahead of the postseason? They have that kind of energy. Now you got to find out if this team full of veterans can flip that switch and get rolling here in Bedlam. Patty Gasso talked about kind of some of the struggle back and forth between wanting that level of consistent work, consistent play week to week to week, but understanding this is a veteran roster that knows how to show up in these big moments as they have all throughout their careers.
They know how to do it, and there's something to say about those that know how to do it and maybe think, I know how to do it, I don't have to go out and work. I think they have put in more hours as of late on their own to get what they want, because we're going to get what we're supposed to get out of it. And it has a lot to do with the work ethic and what you're doing on your own, things like that. And I know that we've been doing that for preparation for what's coming ahead. And this is what they've been waiting for. This is their most enjoyable time of the season, is postseason. So like I said, I'm feeling really good where we're at right now.
One thing these teen seniors have not done so far in their career is manage a hotly contested, really competitive series, as well as taking in the sights for a senior weekend. Oklahoma, 10 seniors, like I mentioned. It'll be kind of a weird dynamic of those seniors going to be honored on Sunday, knowing for every one of them, this is not the last game they will play at Loves Field. Oklahoma's going to host a regional. Breaking news. That'll be at Loves Field, all that stuff. So Kinsley Hansen talked about the dual thought process of having a big series to win while also trying to take it in, and how the series and how the season, how they've approached the entire season as seniors has really helped them be able to, what she hopes will be, manage the emotions of the weekend.
Something that, like, we take in every moment, but we're always in the trenches with each other. Like, I know that we kind of joke about it, but every year that we've won, it's gotten harder and harder. And being able to kind of reflect on the past, but also being in the moment with this season has not been easy. We've lost some big games. We've lost some not big games, but every journey is different. So I think that the past doesn't matter anymore. So being able to kind of, the growth of this team and the camaraderie that we have, like, day in and day out, it's something that you don't really have to stop and smell the roses because you're in it. Like, the roses are in the trenches, I guess. So while we think that we're grinding so hard and all this stuff, it's easy to look around and appreciate the greatness, because this is only going to come around one time.
Top 5 matchup in Norman should be really exciting. Patty Gasso previewing the Oklahoma State Cowgirls. The pitching staff, that's what you know about, but she's well aware of the threat that Oklahoma State, Kenny Gajewski, and that entire crew is going to pose this weekend as Oklahoma hosts Oklahoma State.
Oh, they're good. Very good pitching staff. I think everyone knows Lexi Hilfwell is one of the best in the country, and her numbers show that. They got an exciting style, like aggressive style. Good hitters, good base runners. Their numbers look really good across the board. So they're ranked high for a reason. We're just going to have to play some of our best softball this weekend in order to get what we want. And there's a lot of things we want out of the weekend. So that's what we're ready for. But we know it comes with a great challenge.
Friday night, things get going on FS1. Saturday, noon, ESPN. Sunday, the series finale, 3 p.m. ESPN2. But as always, we're going to have all the coverage all weekend long. SI.com/college/Oklahoma. That's for all the game recaps, anything that happens, everything Patty Gasso and every player says this weekend. All those stories be up there. Like I said, SI.com/college/Oklahoma, as well as Hoover's YouTube page, John Hoover Media. Every single video from the Sooners. The Cowgirls have postgame in there. Every single word from Kenny Gajewski and crew as well. All will be up there so you can see all the postgame happenings. John Hoover Media on YouTube. But for Hoove, for the entire crew that we've got, Randall Sweet, Bryce McInnes, Ross Loveless, I'm Ryan Chapman. We'll talk to you guys next week, recapping Bedlam, previewing the Big 12 tournament on the OU Softball Show.